Hi, I'm Paul from Dalkeith Citizens Advice Bureau and the Aspiring Communities Project. Today we're going to make sausage and tomato pie, and these are the ingredients that you'll need for your sausage and tomato pie. So first of all, potatoes as much as you want. This will feed a family of 4. Some butter and milk for your potatoes, salt, pepper. For your filling, you'll need, I've got 8 beef sausages, but you can use pork, you can use any sausage you want, even vegetarian, and 2 tins of chopped tomatoes. So let's get cooking. Okay, that's my potatoes peeled and they're on to boil. With your sausages, I would recommend that you take off the skin and you just basically cut along your sausage and you basically just take the skin off, because it's quite, because what we're going to do is, and I'll show you in a minute, we're going to chop up the sausages into bite size. So 3 to 4 bite size, so till about that. So if you chop up all your sausages like that, and then we'll start to fry. Okay, that's your sausages all cut into bite size, and what I'm going to do now before I fry them off is I'm just going to show you how to do an onion. So if you come on over, I'll show you how to chop an onion. So top and tail, down the middle, take off your skin, and where the root was, that's where you're going to put the onion to the top. So just basically go down your onion and slice into cubes, and then discard that little bit. So there you are, that's your onion. So I'm going to start frying the sausages. Okay, now I've got my hot pan on, my frying pan. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil, just a small amount, because there'll be fat coming out the sausages. So into a nice hot pan. And now you're going to fry off your sausage bites for about a minute, 2 minutes, just until you brown them, because these are going to cook in the oven. So just moving them around. If any are stuck together, just separate them. So just let them cook away, turning them, making sure they're all evenly browned for a couple of minutes. Okay, these have been cooking away for about 3 minutes now, and you can see that there's got a bit of colour to them. They've started to brown. So this is when I'll add my onions now. So just into the same pan, put all of your onion in, and just cook away. As I say, this will cook again in the oven. So you're just basically wanting to soften these up, and with onions it gives it a nice natural sweetness comes out of the onion, which actually helps to this sausage and tomato pie dish. So now I've just a bit of salt and pepper for seasoning to taste. Some pepper. And then just cook this again for another 3 minutes. Okay, these have been cooking for 3 minutes now, and if you can see the change in the sausages, have got a really good colour. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in the 2 tins of chopped tomato straight into the pan. And just give it a stir together. And now I usually check for a bit of seasoning, so I'm just going to check. A little bit more salt. Adding salt to tomatoes brings out the sweetness in the tomatoes, and it complements tomatoes really well. Same with sugar, to be honest. So what we're going to do now is we'll combine all the ingredients together, and then we'll put it on a low heat and we'll simmer it for about 10 to 15 minutes to reduce the tomato sauce. Okay, this has been simmering away for about 10 minutes now, and you can see how much of the liquid's evaporated and it's went more to a sauce. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mash up my potatoes. So I'll just leave that down, turn it down. Okay, so I'm going to mash up my potatoes. So you'll need about a dessert spoon of butter or margarine and about 5 dessert spoons of milk. And then just mash up your potatoes. So Stephen showed me a great tip on how to have perfect chef potatoes. And I'm just going to show you that in a minute once I've finished mashing up these potatoes. There we are. Let's get rid of that. So a wee bit of pepper. And to get chef-like potatoes, all you do is get a wooden spoon once you've mashed them, stir in and just beat your potatoes. A couple of minutes should do it. I think that's ready actually. So you can see the difference in the consistency. So it's got really, really creamy mashed potatoes. So we're going to start to construct now. So, oven-proof dish. Put your oven on about 180, preheated oven. Should have said that, sorry. And now we're just going to add in your sausage and tomato mix. So just fill up your dish. And then just level it out in your oven-proof dish, making sure that each wee part's got sausages, and nothing worse than someone getting more sausages than you. This recipe is actually my mother-in-law's, and it was handed down generations. And when I first tried it, it was just so tasty, and it's so cheap to make as well. So there we are. And then you just start filling up your potato. And the best way to do potato is just put it in the middle. And using your back of your spoon, just push over to the sides. So you're taking from the middle over. There we are. And then using a fork, just push down and lift up. So when this bakes in the oven, the peaks become really crispy. And this will take about 25 minutes with foil on, and then 10 minutes with the foil off. So just make little peaks. This is a great dish for kids. So there we are, that's it ready. So I'm going to put some tin foil. Just put it over lightly, this stops it from over burning. Just loosely. And then stick it in your preheated oven for about 25 minutes. and we'll come back to that when it's ready. Okay, that's been cooking away for 25 minutes now, so I'm going to take the tin foil off the top of it, and then I will put it back in for 10 minutes. Oh, look at that. So I'm going to pop this back in for 10 minutes. Okay, that's been cooking in the oven for 10 minutes to crisp up the potatoes, so I'm just going to take it out. Oh, and there you have it, your sausage and tomato pie, and we serve this with peas. Enjoy!